Right, so we're now going to be making up the ends of our brake pipes. You may remember we've been doing a lot of cleaning, so it's been a while since we were last filming this section, but everything's cleaned up and we're now at a stage where we can make the new pipes, of course, to replace these old ones. We've already got one there and we've done that, so we can show you both ends. So you've got this type of end there, which is curving in. Yeah, you can see that nice and clearly, and I think that's an OP2, and this is the special tool that makes that end, or the sort of jig, I suppose you could call it, that makes that end. And then you've also got the OP1 end, which that's the jig for that, and that is that end, and you can see that's completely the opposite to this end here. And what we're going to hopefully do is show you the sort of tool that makes those ends that these jigs are used to do that. So we thought we'd start off by showing you those two ends and how we've already got a nice length of pipe all ready to replace. I think the ends can be different, so you've just got to look at what end you need or what end was used on your car and then replicate it on the pipe that you're replacing. So as you can see, this bit of pipe hasn't been done, so if you needed that sort of end, then you would then get the right jig out and make that end so your pipe matched the original one. And then of course we've got these ends on, and you'll need them on before you make both ends, because once both ends are made up, they're not going to slide over, so you've got to have them on the length of pipe ready.
We've used a brake pipe cutter,
yeah,
so it cuts square.
Yes, as you can see, there's the cutter, and really it's a smaller version of like a sort of a plumber's cut that we've got there, but that is like the one that will do the really small diameter pipes, which the brake pipes are. We're going to deburr anything out the end there, and that's so it's clear, and also the tool itself isn't damaged either. Right, so there's lots of different versions of this tool. This is the one that we like to use if we're doing it completely on the bench. I think there is another tool even we've got if you're having to do it on the car, but if you have got the chance to do it away from the car, then this is the sort of tool we prefer to use. So that's all been deburred out, and then you've got to find the jig that you want, as it were.
Right, union on.
Yes, we've put that end on. Yeah.
Make sure that fits it without being stiff, because they break off very easily and you will absolutely love it there.
Yeah, because that's the end of the tool. Especially if it's an old tool, you're not going to get replacement parts for it.
Pipe clamps, 316, which is what this is.
Yeah, so that's relevant to the pipe you're using, so that's the diameter of the pipe we've got.
Right, and with this one you just want that pipe protruding a little amount.
Yeah, so hopefully get it to focus. Yeah, you can see there that it's just sticking out just above the surface of that part of the tool.
It's just to push it into the jaws. That's all. Just check it's still sticking out the right amount.
So that's kind of an alignment part of the jig really before you put in the proper end.
This is to keep the chuck locked. There's your OP1.
Yep.
Guide it in gently, that's it.
Yeah, so just guiding that very little end into the inner diameter of the pipe. It's almost like making a mould, really, only you're pressing that shape into it from the two sides of this moulded tool.
You can see, just about see that in there now.
Yes, you can see that in there.
There it is.
And hopefully there you can roughly just about see that end as I move it around there. You can see that end is now formed and ready to use. Right, so if you now look, this is the bit that we're putting that pipe into. So that is the end of that OP1. So you can see that's almost got that, yeah, you can see there, the shape there mirrors the shape that we've made on the end of that
and then
pipe.
that would screw into there, like that.
Yeah, so now you can see there that is fitted in there and ready for the next part of the pipe to be made up. Right, so you've seen the OP1. What we're going to do now is just do the similar process of getting the pipe set and ready in the jig to then do the OP2 end on it. So we thought we'd cover both ends, and then more or less it'll be a case of us getting the right lengths of pipe to mirror all our pipes over there, all with the right ends, either the OP1 or the OP2, depending on what we need. And as we said, that would be, you know, kind of unique to whatever you're doing to mirror what was there before. Right, so again we're effectively lining up the jig and the pipe into that jig, ready to press into it the OP2 end that we want.
That's okay.
So then we can remove the alignment end, ready to put in the OP2 end that we want to press into the end of the pipe, the shape we want, so it will then correspond to the relevant end that you're putting it in on the car or onto these splitter pipes. Right, so I thought we'd just show before we make the OP2 the end that it's going to be going into. This is going to be going into the flexible pipe that goes down to the caliper, and of course there's normally two of these on the Metro, so we thought we'd then show you that end there that will go on to, which will finish up like this one here. Yeah, so you can see that there, and hopefully, yeah, you can see how they fit there, and when that's then done up, it almost pressure fits that on and makes a nice seal. Yeah, like that, so you can see that there. So yeah, we'll now go on and make that piece with the tool. Right, so first we've got to put the OP1 tool, or part of the tool, to initially make the pressing, then you put the second one in to make that end complete.
Right, he's put the OP1 in there.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put the OP2 in. Now you can see.
Ah, yeah, you can clearly, hopefully, see the difference between the OP1 and then the OP2 going in to make that different end. Yeah, so there you can see there's the end we want it to go on, and there is the end we've just made, just like we showed you in the example piece. And there's the fit ready for when we actually fit it to the car. Now you've got both ends on, which you've seen us do, and also we showed you initially the ends on that piece of part we'd already done. Of course there'll be more for us to make up. Then all you need to do is roughly then bend them into the shape that you had before. Probably there will be little bits of areas you have to work or slightly bend when fitting it into the car, but if you've got that rough shape, it certainly makes the start of things a little bit easier.